Darryl is standing by for details of our stories.
Thanks very much, Sandy. And if there's any country I want to be right now, it should be in China. They are making 2 billionaires a week. I sure need that kind of a help. Anyway, let's bring you our stories tonight. Keeping our backyard farms has evolved over the years to give meaning to the concept of Operation Feed Yourself. The practice is gradually gaining some prominence as some women are developing portions of land available around their homes for farming purposes. Joy Business's Alberta Bisu takes a look at how the practice has helped women enhance food supply. She engaged some members of a development group at Nima here in Accra who are making some money and serving their families from their backyard farms.
Today I'm here in Nima, a very popular Zongo community in Accra. Today we are here to find how some women are still following their passion for agriculture despite the unavailability of land in this church community. Marian Salifu is going about her morning duties, attending to her backyard garden. She has been growing vegetables for the past 2 years around her residence in Nima and has cultivated passion fruits, contomere, tomatoes and other fruits and vegetables. Marian, as well as some 250 other women, belong to the Mothers Club in Development. They were introduced to backyard farming practice by the German Development Association, GIZ, in 2016.
GIZ almost started saying registration.
GIZ registered about 250 women in Nima. After training these women, they provided us with the necessary things we needed, like black soil and seedlings for the plants.
Mariam benefits a lot from these crops. Besides feeding her family, she is able to make some money by selling some of the products.
I feed on the crops together with my family. Through this, I sometimes save 5 or 10 cedis instead of spending it at the market. I also give some of the vegetables to friends.
In some parts of the world like Australia, backyard farming is seen as a major source of income for farmers. Here, some crops are grown even during out-of-season periods. The Deputy Minister of Agric in charge of perennial crops, Kingsley Nyako, believes backyard garden could serve as a good source of food to many Ghanaian homes.
We have new technology that you can use to grow maybe tomato, pepper, onion, those things that you can use. So it's there, and that one is something that government will encourage everybody to go into it. As for the seed, the ministry always have in abundance. You need to buy, it's not for free, but government have subsidized it just to encourage people to have maybe all the input without any difficulty to be able to also support whatever farming activity that they are doing.
He added, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has a variety of high-yielding seeds which interested farmers can purchase to start their own backyard farms.
Government will give you a subsidy on fertilizer and seeds. That is, government has a flagship program that it has introduced. The purpose or the aim of that planting for food or that flagship program is to create jobs and also increase production.
Marian is hoping to take her garden business to the next level, where she hopes to extend into other forms of businesses. So this is a passion fruit plant. As you can see, it has taken almost the entire roof of this house. This and many other crops are what some women in Nima are doing. Apart from serving as a food for them or income, this has also widened their knowledge about health benefits of these crops. Probably this could be a solution to Ghana's land challenges in the agricultural sector. Alberta Bisu reporting for Joy Business.
In other news tonight, the move by board chairpersons of some rural and community banks to cease administrative functions is raising concerns from individuals and groups. The Industrial and Commercial Workers Union has described the situation as unfortunate attempts to take over the mandate of technocrat administrators. They are therefore appealing to the Bank of Ghana to call such board chairmen to order. Here's a report filed by Principia.
The rural and community banks have assumed a major role in the socio-economic sector in the country. But some players in the financial sector have raised several questions about how the board chairman in the rural and community banks operates. President of the Western Region branch of the Association of Rural Banks, Dr. Tony Orbings, explains these behaviors do not augur well for the rural banking sector.
Now, we think that we should keep to the rules of the game. You know, when you're a board member or a board chairman, the bank is not yours. Your work is to provide sort of direction, guideline, guidance, leadership for the board to work. I mean, as a board chairman, I have no extra rights than any other board. And again, I tell our board members that your office is not in the bank. If you're a board member, you chose to become a board member. Your work is to go and help develop the bank in totality. It is not to go into management and say that, let me see your book, let me do this, let me do that. No, that is not your work.
Deputy General Secretary in charge of operations for ICU, Morgan Ayawini, says this behavior will not allow the banks to grow.
Please, you'll find a situation where the board chairmen are almost hijacking the administrative rules of the general manager and his management team. They have sometimes, you find some chairmen stooping so low to the level of signing query letters, termination letters, and dismissal letters. They are not supposed to do that. You cannot have this arrangement in any well-established institution, and then you have one person in an institution, calling the shots and handling the situation as though it is his or her personal enterprise. That will not allow the banks to grow.
He therefore wants the Bank of Ghana to crack the whip on them.
And we are appealing to Bank of Ghana to call the chairman of the rural and community banks to order so that they will be restricted to their core mandates and rules of formulation of policies so that the general managers and supervising managers are allowed a leverage to deal with the aspects of administration, the day-to-day management of the institutions.
Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana is putting in measures to check the tenure of office of chief executives of the rural and community banks to address some of these challenges. Prince Apia, reporting.
Leading oil marketing company Goil is plowing back part of its profit for the benefit of customers through the launch of the Fieni Fie promotion. The promotion will offer over 900,000 items in instant rewards to customers who purchase various amounts of fuel from Goil's marketing outlets across the country.
Which was adjudged CIMG's Petroleum Company of the Year for the third consecutive time, says the launch of the Fieni Fie promotion is a way of rewarding its loyal customers with part of its profits. The offer includes giving out free fuel, shopping vouchers, free hotel services and food packages, among others, to winners of the promotion. Chief Operating Officer of GWEL, Alex Jose Aziu, says GWEL is very committed to supporting Ghana's economy and noted the promo is not a raffle.
Can you imagine you getting 300 Ghana cedis of fuel every week for maybe 3 months, for 6 months? So it's very, very enticing. And I want to encourage, especially the taxi and then the trotro drivers who have to work very, very hard, to generate sales for the day. I believe that this promo that is ultimately geared towards them, and I'm happy that we will have a lot of them winning because you can see what is already happening at most of the service stations. We hope that this will bring a lot of joy to all of them, and they are all helping us because we exist as a company because of our cherished customers, and if there's any chance of rewarding them, why not?
The offer runs till January 2019.
All right, you're watching Business Live. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair.
One, two, three, let's go.
right, we are certainly made in Ghana, and welcome to our big story for tonight. Are you a lover of made in Ghana goods? If you are, then I have some good news for you. And if you're not also, I'm sure by the time I'm done with this interview, you have a change of mind. This is because between the 1st and the 4th of November, the Junction Mall at the Nungwa barrier will come alive. And it's because the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair will be on, and on display are various items from clothes. I'll be telling you more about it in a brief, but joining me in the studio right now is the channel's manager for Joy Prime, and she's the person in the person of Gladys Ose-Redu, and I also have one of our main sponsors of the Made in Ghana Fair, Justina Ban-Otu. Thanks so much, ladies, for joining me.
Thanks so much.
Gladys, you're looking all made in Ghana.
Exactly. I'm the channel coordinator.
Channel coordinator. Yes. Thanks for the correction. I shouldn't get that wrong, right? Yeah. Looking all made in Ghana.
Thank
so
you.
We've seen the first, we've seen the second.
Yes.
We are going to the third.
The third.
What is different this time about the Made in Ghana Fair?
Okay, so what is different is that this time our grand launch is open to the general public, and we're inviting everybody to be on the 1st of November at the Junction Mall. And we're saying that, okay, so when you come after the launch, don't go away. Hang on. Just be a patron to the fair, and you get to win something very exciting about Made in Ghana.
Sounds juicy.
Yes. Again, what is new is the fact that after the first day, on the 2nd of November, on Friday, when we have gone through the fair and you've taken all the things that you need, we're saying that come and jam it off into Saturday. So we call it the Friday Jam. And you have tunes being dished out by our sister presenters and DJs from Hits FM. You know, they are strongly backing in terms of music and entertainment this fair. And so Friday, they're jamming it off. They're helping us jam it off. Then again, on Saturday, we have what we call the fashion night and the music night. The fashion night, we've done it before, and this time the presenters are all poised with very exciting catwalking techniques. I don't know how they came about that.
I saw them at the bridal fest, but I don't doubt their abilities.
Great, then you have a good idea what I'm talking about. And so let me just quickly finish.
Okay, sure.
So, then the music night is headlined by Ochiame Kwame.
Okay.
Ochiame Kwame, we have partnered him on his Made in Ghana campaign project. And so we're doing this in partnership with him. And so he's coming on the Saturday night to dish out very quality Made in Ghana songs that he has done. And he has a line in one of his songs that says, "Take me to London, you can take me to
South
Lagos,
Africa.
I'm Made in Ghana, no matter what you do to me." Then Sunday, our cooking competition between our presenters and their fans. So the fans get to judge to be sure whether their favorite presenter is a good cook or not. And so, yes, we have all these exciting packed up for our patrons.
I can't wait to see some of the presenters cook, especially the male one. Justina, what has attracted you to partner this show, to sponsor the show?
I really wanted an exposure, people to know Justy Fashion, what we do. We have nice things like women dresses, men dresses, we have kaftans and all that. When you are going to any occasion, wedding, parties and all that, you come to Justy Fashion, you get what you want for the occasion.
Affordable prices for my viewers?
Yes, it's affordable. And we have plus size like me, we have slimmer people
like
too.
me. So it's really affordable.
Yes,
anybody at home can
yes,
walk into.
So inviting everybody to come to the Made in Ghana program.
All right. Gladys, there should be a pull factor in terms of pricing to attract a lot of people to the fair. So are we going to see a slash in the prices of the goods that are going to be on display?
That's the whole idea. So first, you don't have to even bother yourself going through from one end of town to the other to find something made in Ghana. This is a one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana, ranging from cosmetics products, food items, gadgets, machines, medicine, fashion accessories, dresses, everything you can think of. We have it all made by Ghanaians right here in Ghana, and it's quality. And that's what we're putting together at a one-stop shop for everyone. So you don't have to even worry about transportation. Again, when you come there, we have discounted prices by our exhibitors. They understand that, yes, we really need to make it attractive to every patron who finds their way there. And so that's the whole idea about that. We have discounted prices, very attractive prices that come and shop. Again, once you are there, it's free. You don't have to pay any gate fee to access any product at the fair.
Sounds great.
Yes.
Are your doors still open for anybody who wants to partake in the fair?
Sure.
How do they get in touch with you?
So, of course, they should come to the front desk of Multi TV, and any of our sales reps or events executives will attend to them. Of course, they can also look for me, and I'll give them my audience.
All right. So we'll definitely make our way to the Junction Mall. It's very close to my house, so definitely I'll be there. So the third edition of the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair comes from the 1st to the 4th of November. So come and witness great display of Ghanaian inventions, locally made clothing, shoes, bags, jewelry, chairs. I mean, anything Ghanaian, made music from Ghana and everything. And this year's Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair is packed with loads of activities. And you heard Gladys spoke about some of them earlier on. So Gladys, let me give you the chance to finally acknowledge some of your sponsors for the show before you go.
Okay, so let me quickly say thank you to the team Hits FM, and of course Team Joy Prime. Again, let me say thank you to Gorgeous for he actually does very nice apparels, and he costumed me throughout the week. Again, let me say thank you to Justy Fashions. She's one of our sponsors, of course. Piano Bar in Kulini Industries Limited, Capital O2, Power Health Products, Coco Ken, we have Olive Paints, We Naturals, Page of Royals, Liberty Industries, we have SokoCenter.com.
Right, there are so many of them.
Cosmetics, Home Foods Processing and Canry Limited, Susie Herbal Center, and Multipack.
Thank you so much, Gladys and Justina, for coming onto Business Live. To other stories now, Talo has indicated that it will bring an end to works on its Jubilee Field turret bearing by the close of this year. The equipment on the Jubilee FPSO Kwame Nkrumah, which is used in extracting of crude oil from the seabed, has been under repair for over 2 years now. This has resulted in production shutdown on the Jubilee Field, impacting negatively on tax payment and power production. Group Chief Finance Officer of Talo, Liz Wood, however, tells Joy's Business that they are committed to dealing with the situation by December.
So we're still exactly fine. I mean, we've had 2 big shutdowns earlier this year, and those were the main things associated with the turret program. And we're still finalising. We were, considering whether we might need a very small shutdown to do the final rotation on the boat, because that's the very final activity. And once we've completed that, the boat will then be in its final heading for the long term. And we're just finalising with our partners what we'll do. The boat itself will definitely close the chapter this year. There's one final step which we call an offshore loading buoy. But that won't be something we need to do until 2020, and it's an activity that won't impact the boat itself. It's what it does is allows an offshore loading much more efficient system, which is done remotely. If you think about it, you've got what was 2 dynamically positioned vessels, and you're now going to have one vessel which is fixed in position. So it's all about efficiency.
Okay, Darryl, I have a new girlfriend for you.
Our guest host reminding us of the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair, certainly coming off in November, right?
Yes.
Don't miss it. That'll be it for Business Live. Thanks for watching. My name is Darryl Kwao.
And my name is Sandra Esunamape. Do enjoy your weekend.